Yo, what is up guys? Today we are back with Mukesh. Finally, we're working on the 86 again. So we had grand plans of documenting everything he did to the car, but then we were struck by 2 lockdowns and uni got in the way. So it's been almost 6 months since we threw the X-Force catback exhaust system on, and today we're kind of completing it with a set of UEL headers because we all love that BOXER rumble.
So these are the new Tomei unequal length headers. So the benefit of these are that they're more free flowing. So they have no cat here, which allows for more power because they're less restrictive, and they also give the car a BOXER rumble.
Let's get to it then. Let's make the Subaru sound like a Subaru. Hey Mukesh.
Yep.
So in order to remove the O2 sensor wiring from the engine bay, you've got to undo this little clip here, and there's another one down there too, of a similar nature, and you just use a huge flathead, something like this, and just pry it off entirely, and that's the quickest way. Alright, next step is removing the underpipe. Okay, so what we've done is we've disconnected the overpipe from the headers here, and as a result the front pipe's also hanging because we disconnected that from the mid-pipe. And what that means is it gives us enough clearance to be able to move the headers like this, which it requires in order to actually be taken out of the car. And we've got 3 bolts on each side. We've undone 2 of them, but they're hard to see on camera. They're just kind of up there in that dark, cavernous looking spot. For this you'll need an extension and a deep socket 14, because the bolts, as you saw in the previous clip, are quite far in. Oh dude, that's actually not bad. That was easy.
There we go. It's out.
Okay, so we're basically disconnecting the overpipe and the front pipe made that so much easier. So we have stock and we have Tomei. Obviously these look way cooler, but surprisingly they're the same weight. So that's actually not lighter than the stock headers. Just looks a lot cooler, and of course it'll sound a lot cooler.
Definitely.
So right now Mukesh is just unbolting the O2 sensor, which was a 22mm spanner. We used a pipe wrench, and yeah, just migrate those in. Too easy, eh? Here we've got some OEM header gaskets from the Toyota dealership, which will be going on to the headers, and the torque spec for the O2 sensors are...
The 22.1 foot-pound of torque, so just need to convert that to newmeters.
There you go. It'll help all the Americans out there. So, I don't know what mighty car mods we're talking about, but they torqued the bolts down to 110 foot-pounds, which is a lot, especially for anything engine related. But every other forum says around 22 to 25 foot-pounds of torque will suffice, so that's what we're going to stick with. So we're going to start the car up now, which means open header with the addition of the front pipe and the overpipe.
Give it a hit.
What do you think?
That's damn loud.
That is so good.
Give it a hit.
There's an extension. Oh my god.
Alright folk, we are really close to finishing this off, but there is one bolt that we're struggling to tighten, and it is the spring bolt connecting the front pipe to the catback exhaust, and yeah, we're struggling with it. But anyway, we've got Adam Theobald, who was featured many years ago in Gutter Ash's most popular video, 5 First Cheap Car Mods. And yeah, this is how she's looking. Literally nothing has changed. I know one of you guys asked for an update recently, so there it is. Literally nothing's changed.
Literally nothing.
There's blue lug nuts now.
Blue lug nuts, yeah. I had to change
instead
those.
of the red ones. Yeah. Should we see if this passes the wheel gap fisting test?
Alright.
Wow, I don't know, man. It looks so slammed. This is gonna be rough.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it.
This, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Real,
Oh wow, what a surprise! You
no, see, I don't think I can do it.
Oh,
I think,
no.
nah.
You can still do it. So what? It's been like nearly 2 hours trying to get 2 bolts in, and we ended up going to Bunnings and just replacing the bolts entirely. And we are now ready for our first start. So whenever you're ready. Sounds like a leak, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Do you want to get under and have a look?
Oh, it's leaking.
Yeah, I thought so. So we have it pretty easy out here, don't we, Chandan?
Yeah, it's a nice little break.
Yeah, we just get to relax, you know, enjoy the breeze, while poor Mukesh over there slaves away on this job that was meant to take a lot less time than it is taking. So what's happened so far? We've got a couple of exhaust leaks.
Yeah.
Not one, but multiple exhaust leaks, and that was after we went to the effort of, you know, tracking down new bolts and finally getting the exhaust connected to the front pipe. Oh man. Yeah, I feel bad for Mukesh, but it is nice to be on the other side of this for once, because like usually it's me who's at home and like, you know, the friend comes for the day and they're like, oh yeah, nice, I'll go to dinner now, I'm heading off. The final stage of installing these headers is to flash the ECU with a new tune that's suited for the headers. Otherwise the car's going to end up throwing some check engine lights. So in order to do that, Mukesh is making sure that none of the electronics are going to be operating. Otherwise, you know, he runs the risk of bricking his ECU, which is obviously not a desired outcome.
So this is a Tactrix open port, OBD flasher essentially.
Right, so
this goes into the OBD port. We plug it into the computer using this cable, and we're able to use software to reflash the ECU.
Galrash Automotive tuning port.
So Launch Control 4000 with POPs and Stage 2, which accounts for the new UEL headers. So what we'll do now is we go write calibration and code using OEM method. This is the scary part. So what you have to make sure you don't do is don't touch any buttons, don't open any doors, and then you just start this. So because it's already in the on position, we push OK.
I can confirm.
The nerves.
Very tense.
The nerves.
Very tense young man sitting in this 86. This could either be a successful flash or Mukesh bricking his ECU.
Successful.
Oh, successful! Woo!
So it says operation completed successfully. You can now turn off ignition. So I've done that. Now I'll just unplug the Tactrix. I just have to turn it on and let all the parameters sort of calibrate.
Right, so the ECU can learn a bit.
Yep. So it knows what zero throttle position is and all the other sensors. It knows what all the default values are.
Will it start? Oh, mate!
So now that we've flashed the ECU, what we do is we let it run on idle for a minute, so the ECU can calibrate all its parameters. And then after that, once we start driving, essentially we need to pretty much take a chill for a little while, let the ECU start to learn how the car performs, get all the values, parameters all accurate. And in that time, the throttle response is going to be a little bit slow, but it'll get better and better as you drive more and more.
Mukesh had it rough. I mean, obviously with the power of editing, it's not going to seem as tedious as it was, but it was under there for a good while, and you know, with the complications with the bolts, this ended up taking a lot longer than it should have, but
a fair while.
We say this every single time we work on a car, so it's not really a surprise anymore. It's just standard. Oh. Do you usually scrape?
Never scrapes that far. The headers came with a set of coilovers.
Oh, that sounds so good, dude.
Whoa.
It's got that rumble.
That was a clear rumble.
Yeah, that is a distinct rumble. This is now officially a Subaru BRZ. In true Gutterash fashion, what we've done is really quickly disconnected the 2 bolts holding the muffler to the mid pipe and we're gonna start it up. All right, Mukesh. Whoa, see, that is nice. That's so nice, right?
That's a lot of volume, yeah.
That is so nice. That is way too loud. Oh my. Oh no, that sounds so bad, right?
Sounds horrible.
Oh my gosh. Alright guys, there you have it. So that ended up being a successful installation. The car sounds really good. It's got that distinctive Subaru rumble that we all know and love. So, you know, that wasn't a difficult installation. So unfortunately it took longer than we thought it would, but at the end of the day, we've got rumble and we're happy. Thanks so much for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next one.